There's been some political noise in recent months around what the Reserve Bank's role should be, but there have been no significant policy intentions from the ruling party to change it. The bank keeps inflation, or the rate at which prices grow, from spiralling. It does that using monetary policy, which includes adjusting interest rates. Lower inflation trends, like the wave we are currently experiencing, support the case to cut rates. If the Reserve Bank cuts interest rates this week by about 0.25%, it may bring some relief to small businesses and make some cash available. But how far will that move go for poor households, majority of which are tied to interest rates of about 20% or more through unsecured lending? Now, it's argued that controlling spiraling inflation, especially food inflation, might be more beneficial for the poor. Consumer inflation for June came in at 5.1% year-on-year, from 5.4% from the month before. That's a third month of downward movement, driven largely by slower growth in the transport component, whilst food price inflation remained steady. Economist Elna Mulman says the bank should go with a rate cut, but probably won't.
If you focus on your very basic food items, grain inflation going from 17% to probably 0% by the end of the year. So that's where the relief for the lower income groups will come from. But the interest rate cuts is really not going to affect them. The higher income groups may see some relief from that, but we have to keep in mind that the relief that they can get from 25 or 50 basis points of rate cuts will be completely overshadowed by the tax increases that they've seen this year.
The big concern is the volatile nature of the rand value against the dollar, which poses upside risks for inflation. Any political noise influences it, and there is a potential for more noise going into the ANC's December elective conference. It makes the Reserve Bank's task all the more complex. Devin Murrigan, SABC News, Johannesburg.